Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called The Feds. The Feds is a game designed by Steve Finn, published by Dr. Finn's Games. Plays 2 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes, ages 14 plus. Now, you may be thinking, hey, I've seen this game on the channel before, but then it disappeared. And that is correct. I have covered this game before in a previous version. I think it was 2-player only. But Dr. Finn contacted me and said, hey, I have a new Kickstarter coming up. I have a new version. Would you like to cover it? And could you delete the old one to not confuse people? And I obliged. So this is a game where you are basically special agents trying to bust criminals at these 4 different locations, and that's going to be done through some simultaneous card play, and then it's going to resolve with some area control based on strength of cards. That's it. Now, there is some varying locations that you can play which change up some special abilities, but the core gameplay, even with that those different locations, is going to be the same. So if you want to see how that works, you can click the link in the video description. That'll take you to a whole game that I play through, and you can see the Detroit location specifically. And if you don't care about that, or you watch it and want to come back, we will take a look at the components. All right, so this is a prototype, I believe. This is going to be hitting Kickstarter here shortly, if not already on Kickstarter. I will put a link in the video description for all that. So keep all that in mind when I'm showing you these components, that these are not final. At least I don't know if they're final. They might be. They're pretty nice, but if they're not, full disclosure, what you're seeing is prototype. So the components are pretty nice, actually. So let's show you the little office board. So this is going to focus as like, this is going to be your office board, which is also going to be your jail, where you're going to score your points. But it's going to tell you how the turn works, steps of a round, and the 4 locations that are on the board. When you're doing the simultaneous action, you're going to be taking your card, and everybody's going to count. Somebody's going to count to 3, and you're going to put your card in the area that you want to go, and then that's where you're going to be playing your card on the board. That's really cool. I think that's different from the original one. It's been so long since I played that I have no idea, but that's a really clean, streamlined step. I love that. Really nice quality board here. The cards are really fun. I love the art in the back. I actually want to look and see if some of these cards are the same art. Let me see here. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but everybody has their own individual deck. All right, so here's a 2. Yeah, all the cards are different too. So here's a non-special agent version of the 2 with the non-special agent from the red. The backs are all different as well. It's just cool. So I didn't even notice that. So the backs are different as well for all the characters that you're playing. So art's similar, but it's going to be different. Some of the characters have special abilities, which are easy to see. You can see them right there in the corner, and those special abilities go with the special ability on the board. So that one goes with that one. Easy. So when that card's flipped, you do that action. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. The cards are really nice. Again, they're not limited finish or anything, but you're not doing a ton with them. You're holding them all in your hand. You're not shuffling them. So, I mean, you can sleeve them if you want to, but since they're going to be like this the whole time, it doesn't really matter. The locations, I love the coloring on the location. And it's a similar vibe to the previous game, I believe, but you know, you got the orange warehouse, the club. You can find me in the club. I won't do any 50 Cent. The docks, they're double-sided too. I believe it's the same on both sides, but, and the restaurant. You're just sitting cards and the baddies on there. Not a big deal. Now, here's my favorite part. All of the criminals are going to be put in this bag at the beginning of the game, and you're going to be drawing them out. And this bag is really nice, and the criminals are all different shapes based on the colors. So I don't know how well this is going to come across, but there's a pink and the pink and the green will look completely different, because the green looks like he has an open trench coat or something, and then this one looks like he's carrying a bag. So pretty cool. They're all different shaped meeples, and there's a couple wild that are gray that also different shapes for color blindness purposes, which is cool. And the shapes match what are in your jail, which I think is fantastic as well. So that's a cool touch. There's also some extra components. Well, the rule book is really nice. It gives you 2-player variant, a New Orleans variant. Tells you how to play the game. Really simple there. But Look at all these additional locations that you can play at. There is New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Houston, and Nolans. So not only is there Detroit, there's these other ones to change it up. Basically just changes these and kind of what some of the functions of the tokens. There are some additional tokens. There's a cool police car that you're going to use in the 2-player game. There's these siren tokens here, which are going to go on New Orleans. And the function of these tokens that I used in the overview, if you watch that, are going to change based on what happens as well. So the components, if these are prototype components, they're really good. If this is final production components, they're pretty good. I have no issue. The box is a good size. I love the color. I love the art. I'm a fan of all the production that Dr. Finn does, so this was no exception. So those are the components. Let's talk about what we think about the game. So this is a Kickstarter preview. I'm not going to give it an official review or ranking or whatever. I just want to kind of tell you about the game. But I will say I do like this game, and I liked it originally as well, and I think it was a 2-player only version. But this one takes that idea of trying to arrest the bad guys. It was a little more convoluted in the original one. To arrest these bad guys, and streamlines it down to a simple simultaneous action area control game. Everybody's playing a card, going to the location. Whoever has the most strength at all those 4 locations at the end gets to pick the first color of bad guys. You're going to keep going till they're all gone. So you're trying to jockey for position. Some of the special abilities will let you move bad guys around. Some will let you arrest them early, which may mess up a big like color block that was out there that you were expecting or somebody was expecting to get. I dig it. It's really, really simple, really clean. These extra actions that the special agents are going to do are simple. They make sense. They're thematically they make sense, which is nice. And just with all those different locations, it's going to vary up the games, and it's going to be cool. And the game is lightning fast. If you watch the review, again, I was speeding along. I did it in about 17 minutes. But probably if you're playing with 4 actual players, I would say 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So whatever the box says, 30 to 45 minutes, probably spot on. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's, hey, play some cards, try to get the area majority, try to move some of the bad guys around if you can to get colors that you like, and just try to score the most points. That's it. And I enjoy that game. I enjoy that concept quite a bit. As you know or may not know, I like Dr. Finn's games. They're usually really clean. They're really quick. And they're just fun. And that's kind of where this one lays. So if this is on Kickstarter already, or if it will be on Kickstarter already, either way, I'll put a link either in the video description or running across the bottom of the video. So you can go over there and check it out if this looks like a game that you may want to give some support to. If it's off Kickstarter, sorry. But I'll link it. I'll link Dr. Finn's games as well, even if it is or isn't. That way you can go there and buy it after the fact if you want to. So that is the Feds from Dr. Finn's games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.